So we can see, we can witness that the world is changing dramatically now. So what has changed at Art Basel in Basel?
We do the same as we do every year. We build the best platform for our galleries over all segments of the market, from very emerging galleries at statements, where you see artists like Bagus Pandega, who hasn't had an institutional show yet, but will later this year, of a premiere, a great new curated section that we invented this year for galleries who are in between statements and galleries, to the very modern section downstairs at the galleries sector, where we see very big ticket museum-like works from Joan Mitchell, Picasso, Francis Bacon, Cy Twombly, Louis Bourgeois. So also our galleries seem to have a big confidence in Art Basel, bringing also the works from the higher segment of the market.
Yeah, but there's a crisis now, no? What do you think?
Well, I mean, as we saw in the UBS Art Basel Art Market report, there was a decline in the art market by 12% year on year. 25% at auction houses, 6% at galleries. However, we also saw a rise in transactions. There's also a lot of activity in the market, a lot of new buyers and young buyers who start maybe in the lower price segment, but who come to art fairs. And we also saw in the report that the galleries meet them at art fairs mainly. And that's also what we see this morning. We see a lot of great established collectors from all over the world, a lot of museum people, but also a lot of young buyers. We have a great uptick from people from the Middle East and also from Southeast Asia coming to Art Basel this year. And we are already seeing some great transactions taking place. So
I spoke with Alan Schwartzman, the art advisor,
Yes.
and he said the market is tired and the new buyers buy less, are less involved than in the past. What do you think about that?
Well, we will see. I mean, it's a little bit too early. It's 2 hours in the fair. At the moment, what we see and what we've also experienced in our last fairs is that if you have great quality and the right prices, because as you said, the market is more price sensitive right
Yes.
now, there's less urgency, but if you bring the right pieces for the right prices and great people come, then those pieces also mostly find a market. That's the experience that we made in the past fairs, and that's also what we saw yesterday at Unlimited already and in the first hours of Art Basel in Basel. Of course, we need to see what's happening in the next days to tell you more
but
our analysis. But at the
big
moment,
question now is the price, the right price.
Yeah, of course.
Because
yeah.
probably some dealers have not adapted yet to the new prices. Probably the auction, yes, but the dealers less, I think. Don't you think?
I think our dealers, that's what Art Basel really does. We show the best works possible, and we have dealers who are working a very sustainable way and thinking about long-term commitments with their artists and their collectors. And I'm seeing the right prices attached to works mostly. We will see if it will work out.
And do you have, about the attendance, do you have more Middle Eastern collectors now?
Yes, we are seeing in the confirmations, we are seeing a slight uptick in Middle Eastern collectors coming to Art Basel in Basel. We always had quite a few in recent years, but this year some more seem to be coming. But also here we need to see at the end of the week how many really have come in the end.
Merci.
Okay, merci bien.